Okay, so the second way that we can draw graphs is a method called the cover-up method. And it has a different formation of our equation. So it looks like this. Something x plus something b, our y equals something. All right? So the x and y are on the same side of the equal sign. Let's have a look at an example. 3x minus 2y equals 6. It's always nice if these numbers are multiples so that we can divide easily, but we don't have to be able to. This says that if I cover up the x, I can find out where it goes through the y-axis. And that's because x is acting as 0. So I'm like putting 0 in here so it doesn't count. Negative 2 times what equals 6? That's negative 3. So go on the y line to negative 3, and that's one of my points. Then I cover up the y, because now y is equal to 0. So 3 watts are 6, 2. So I go to 2, and then I join that up. So that's a different way of graphing, all right? And of course, the third way you can graph, if you know nothing else, is to actually plot points. So we might have an equation that we don't know, like x equals 4x equals 2y minus 3. Oh, how awful is that? What we need to do is we need to put values in. So if y equals 1, 4x will equal 2 times 1 minus 3 is negative 1. X will be equal negative 1/4. If y equals 5, then we've got 4x equals 2 times 5 is 10, minus 3 is 7, and so x will equal 7 over 4, which is 1 3/4. Not nice numbers, but these give us coordinates. So the coordinate here is negative 1/4, 1, and the coordinate here is 1 3/4, 5. So we could plot those 2 points and join it up. So we only use that one nowadays if we actually don't know how to do it any other way. All right, we can also use our graphics calculator. So our graphics calculator will graph in the y equals blah, 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 blah. So if we've got a y equals blah, 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 we can put that into our graphics calculator graph mode, write in that, and push graph it, and it will come up with the graph. And we can look at that graph to help us to see whether we're right or not. All right, but we should be in this assessment identifying the gradient or something else. So in this case, we've identified these 2 points to give us the credit for being able to graph.